Hey guys, so for this video I'll be doing an updated haul for I don't know how long since I've uploaded a video. um, and yeah, since with everything that's going on in the world, there I just decided to finally make a video since um, I haven't uploaded one in a while, and I've been meaning to upload one actually, but just a lot of things piled up and I just didn't. I also was waiting on some things, and then I ordered some other stuff, and I was waiting for those albums to arrive. I'm actually waiting for a couple more albums to arrive, which I'll kind of discuss at the end of this video which albums those are. Um, but yes, so this is what I've gotten so far this year. Um, and I'll kind of dabble a little bit more on what I will be doing for the rest of the year because of what has been happening um, since ever, you know what. So, an album that I was meaning to get as soon as it was announced was Tanz repackage for her album Purpose. And yes, so there's two versions for this. I think the photo books are the same, so it doesn't really matter. And just as a heads up for, I don't know if I mentioned it on previous videos or not, but I am kind of downsizing on buying. So I'll only really be very selective when it comes to purchasing albums, so I won't be getting like especially newer artists. I will be streaming the songs if I like the songs, but that's as much support as I can bring, really. I have YouTube Music, so it's pretty easy to kind of get to listen to a lot of albums, and sometimes some companies haven't been uploading them on Spotify, but they seem to be getting better at that. But aside from that, I was really excited to get this. The title track for this repackage was not necessarily the most mm, like memorable song she has ever released, but I feel like she released it for personal reasons. So I really like the fact that she kind of talked about um, all of that in her song. Also, I really enjoyed the other tracks that were added, especially My Tragedy. I really like that song. I thought it was actually going to be the title track for this because there was a teaser song for it in a video. But yes, this was a good album nonetheless. But again, the title track did not, for the repackage, did not necessarily give it that extra oomph that it didn't really need it. But regardless, it's still the best album released last year in K-pop, in my opinion, of course. And I'm really just happy that I finally have this album, and I am missing some things from Taeyeon. Really sad that she could not release her song Happy, because of obviously her father passing and all of that. I just hope she's doing well. Like, everything has been like adding up for Taeyeon when it comes to just difficult things, and I hope she's okay. And then once she's better, I hope that we can listen to some music and support her and all of that. So, still looking forward to hearing the song that, if it ever really gets released, who knows. So, again, Taeyeon and Taemin were kind of like my go-to artists right now, especially because they're more active and they're kind of my biases in each individual group. But in general as well, like it's so difficult to pick a bias, but Taeyeon just has something for me, and same for Taemin. So I've just dabbled on Taemin's Japanese discography. I am missing, uh, let's see, two of his Japanese releases, but I got his first EP and his second EP, and yeah, I didn't mind they were just jewel cases, so I mainly just wanted the songs, so got those two, and then this I count this also for him. I also got his cover, SuperM's first mini album. I think it's just called SuperM. And yeah, if I'm being completely honest, like, Dropping is not a horrible song. But I mainly just bought this for Taemin. And like, if I'm being part realistic, I don't see myself hearing this album that much. Some of the other Super M members I am a fan of. Some of them I'm just not. I don't follow them. Is that not that I dislike them in at all, but like, for example, I am not a big NCT fan. Uh, it's just not my musical preference. Uh, and but I wanted to support Taemin, and I actually got this album for very, very cheap, so I didn't even mind getting it. I got almost practically got it for free since I had some gift card credits, so I was basically wanted to use it on something I wanted. And Dropping is a cute song, and I think there's another track that in this album that I like, but yeah. So next I have GFRIEND's Labyrinth. If again, another kind of bad thing to say, I really haven't particularly listened to this that much. Not because I didn't like it, it's just because I've been so occupied with a lot of other things. So I do have to give this a listen to. The packaging is not the best, and it's just really upsetting that they decided to go with this. But yeah, I will also be doing a updated collection for GFRIEND, since I kind of completed their Korean discography once I got this, which is mainly why I got this as well. I got this for very, very cheap as well. And yeah, so I don't know if I'll do an unboxing or review for it, but maybe I'll talk about it if I listen to this more in depth, and maybe I'll make an unboxing for it. Who knows? And another different album, I think this is called Fever Season. Yeah. Okay, so I take my word back. I take all my comments back with what I said with GFRIEND. This is actually an album that I really like, which I didn't think I did, and I think it's just because I was studying abroad at the time, and I was really overwhelmed with everything that I was doing, and I was a little bit disappointed with the title track for this album, just because I felt like it was a step back for them, and I just kind of did not really listen to the whole album in its entirety. But actually, when I was walking my dog throughout December, I would I really enjoy just listening albums from beginning to end, and especially albums that I didn't particularly get to listen to that much. And I was like, oh, well, I think some of my friends who also listen to GFRIEND were complimenting this album a lot. And I don't know why, but I actually ended up really, really liking the whole album. The title track's still not my favorite. I think it's probably uh, one of my least favorite songs in the album, but I think this was a really solid album from them, which I don't even know why I didn't like it. Um, um, but you know what? You can change your mind, and I actually really, really liked it. So I went ahead and got it because I don't know what I was thinking, but again, and I think the addition of the Japanese singles and Korean versions are really nice, since it kind of gives you, like, I guess, two singles per album in a way, just in a different language, of course. But yeah, I got this version. I don't know what it's called, but um, I will be uploading a collection for them, since I was missing this as well. And a group that um, uh, I don't necessarily talk too much about in my channel is AOA. But I've followed AOA since their debut, so they're a group that I really hold dear to my heart, since they're kind of still, in a way, actively promoting, but not really. Last year, they went on Queendom, and they got a lot of um, positive response for their performances, but that didn't necessarily reflect a lot on their sales, which is really unfortunate, at least for this album. I thought the sales would at least be along with what they sold with Bingo Bango, um, or I was hoping that it would at least exceed Bingo Bango, and Bingo Bango was still it did actually really well in terms of just the single alone, but yeah, I don't know what happened, which is really sad, because I think it was a good single. I liked it more than, um, excuse me, um, I liked it more than Bingo Bango, at least the title, in terms of title tracks. And the packaging is really nice as well. So, just flipping through it quickly, it's just, this is such a solid packaging. And the texture for it as well, like A plus for this packaging. Maybe I will do an unboxing for this and kind of review the album, but I have to kind of re-listen to it since I haven't listened to it for some time. But I really, really wanted to get this because AOA is one of the groups that I collect, and that is more on the more active ones. But again, not really, because they rarely promote anymore. They kind of all do their own thing and then have a comeback once a year. But yeah, I just wish they would have gotten like more support for this, because even the single did not really take off as the previous ones. But regardless, I wanted to support the girls, and maybe I'll also be uploading a collection video for this, since I really have a lot of time on my hands. So yeah. And also, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you're stuck so long for my ranting, I did order some shiny albums that I was missing. So I bought the repackage, Onyu Solo, repackaged for Key Solo in Korea, and Taemin's Want album. So those releases I will be getting. So one of them is coming from Korea, and again, I don't know how long it's gonna take with everything that's going on. So and there might be a big gap in terms of uploads. But I wanted to make just a shiny haul, since it's all shiny albums, well, at least solos mostly. And I just been meaning to get those albums, and I really postponed getting them. And for the rest of the year, I just will be cutting down on buying, because I don't know, with how the economy is going on and everything, how difficult it is going to be with having a job and whatnot. So I really want to just stick on to saving on and prioritizing on other things rather than just buying K-pop albums. And yeah, this is like a little short haul update on what I've been doing. I hope everyone's doing safe, and hopefully the rest of the year just starts getting better as soon as possible. And yeah, all right guys, bye.